Rutgers Center right here in
the Bush Student Center.
Bush Student Center, yep, in the Bush Student Center. And here we are.
In the heart of New Jersey, in Piscataway, in New Brunswick.
Whatever you want to call it, but it is grand finals here for you folks.
Let's get it real quick. Grand finals!
And here we are. Game
Love
one.
you, Stu.
Love you, Stu, man. I hope you're killing it out there in wherever you are.
I was back in Texas. All right. Diddy Corin. Don't let me speak ever again, all right?
Got it.
All right, here we go. This is the matchup that we saw earlier in Winners Finals. That was a swift 3-0 on the part of Rivers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was almost...
Mostly Wario. I believe they went Corin game 2, I believe,
yeah.
And then games number 1 and 3, I do believe, was all Wario. And that was not games 1-1 and then like the third game being game number 2. Rather, it was more so just a clean 3-0 this time around, and Rivers trying to get us out of here a little early with the way he's already playing with that first stock.
Yeah, definitely trying to speed run through this bracket as soon as possible. Don't know what his plans are, but he's definitely has some plans to go to if he wants to get rid of, end this in a 3-0 fashion. And what way to start off with that quick first stock before even the minute mark even comes. You know what's funny? I always forget. I don't know why I forget Diddy doesn't have a rapid jab anymore. I forget that sometimes.
It's something about the animation. It's very similar because he still like sort of turns his butt around to get the kick, just kind of like how he did back in previous games where he had it and like he had the rapid jab in the tail. But yeah, no, it's only a gentleman this time around. It's funny, when the game was brand new, like I thought like Diddy just had a gentleman and he could also rapid jab.
Yeah.
But no, they just got rid of the rapid jab. Maybe they thought it was like too
Dude, I used to think that
maybe they thought it was too inappropriate or something. Like this monkey is just twerking in my face. Like stop. It's nasty when you think about it. Speaking of nasty, Rivers up 3-1 right now.
Pretty nasty already, and it's already definitely a reminder of what Haven had to go through.
This guy knows Haven better than anyone in the building. I do mean that wholeheartedly. He really does know Haven. Like, he's played Haven more than anybody else in this building on top of that. Like, back in the day. Like, these are two old heads and titans of the tri-state scene. Been playing back since the Smash 4 days on top of that. And now they're poised in grand finals of Scarlet Classic number 8. I don't know what year it is anymore, game, but I'm, like, having a good time.
All right, but Haven definitely not being one of those players having a good time who is down but not out whatsoever. Corin with the tools to slightly start building up damage and bring things back if you get the right hits, but that's the thing. How do you get in on a character like Diddy who is just running all over the place, has a monkey flip command grab, and also has a tool in the banana to just catch you slipping?
A tool in the banana to literally and metaphorically catch you slipping in the mid-range, which is somewhere that Corin does not want to get caught.
Yeah.
The character does not have the mobility of Diddy, like you mentioned, on top of that. As well as, you know, just having the crazy range that they do. It's a matter of getting it in the first place. Like, what is that line from Pirates of the Caribbean where he's like, oh, it's not getting past the reef. It's getting back. Where he says that, it's kind of the same thing. It's like, it's not even like a matter of like, once you're in, you got that punish game, but it's a matter of getting in the first place against this monkey. The mobility, as well as even like stuffing out the mobility at the mid-range with the banana. It's just such a bad spot for Corin to get stuck in. And that is why we're already switching back to the Wario game number 2. I need that airspeed back, my friend. I need to actually be able to keep up with this monkey right now, which Corin definitely cannot do. Wario's got a little bit more experience in that department, as well as a crazy punish game on top of it. I do not blame Haven for going this character at all. And also going back to this stage on top of that as well, because Waft will kill you on this stage from anywhere, and Wario will live for a lot longer.
So it's funny because Game 3 of Winners Finals, before it became a 3-0, this was Haven's game where he should have won it, but didn't get the WAF conversion that he wanted, and Rivers just capitalized off of it. So this isn't a bad stage. This isn't a bad character swap. I think this is the perfect one if Haven wants to stay alive. However, he's going to have to make up a lot of grounds, and if he's going to we got to just see a repeat of what we saw from his set with WebJP and just convert these WAFs whenever he decides to utilize them.
Yeah, it's all going to be dependent on when he gets those out instead, whether it'll stuff out the monkey flip or not. Definitely not going to let it rock right there. I don't know if he was just going to change strategy and start letting it rock early, but I mean, usually for optimal Wario play, you wind up saving it for when you need it at the end of the day, rather than just like letting that ish go earlier on. And he's stuck on the platform this time around, trying to get a command grab. Is Rivers right now, but going a little too gung-ho with it. And now he's got to eat the Wario Nair onslaught. Let's get a third one. Can we talk about a fourth? Not even. Oh, I was going to say not necessary, but Rivers actually able to make it back.
Yeah, there's something about that recovery of Diddy that just always seems to amaze me a little bit more. Like, I never really think how far this character's recovery can go, but I do know that dash tackle will be sending you packing real far to the blast zone in this case. And now Haven, once again, with the stock lead. Can he hold on to this lead, though, is the question.
I was going to say, and holding on to the banana is Rivers. I thought he had it in his hands, trying to get him to drop shield over and over again. We're going to get that damage out. Actually going to let that waft fly.
Like it.
Yeah, it was like, mid-range waft at maximum range. Instead, we're going to be charging that up smash instead off the platform. I was going to say, I completely understand him going for waft there. He had max rage, so he thought it was going to kill off the side, even though he was at center stage. And then at the end of the day, he recognized, if it doesn't kill, it's still going to force Diddy into a terrible position. What's Diddy like to do in disadvantage? Monkey flip. I'm going to up smash that. Easy peasy.
That's the thing, man. Like, it's not always about securing the kill. It's just about extending your lead further in any way, shape, or form that you can. And just like that, we see a few church hand claps coming out from Wario to extend his lead in terms of percentages to 64 now in extra credit. And still has 2 stocks.
Yeah, but still has 2 stocks. Punching him in the mouth, though. This monkey not trying to testify right now with the collapse of the church. Going right back in. Thought he was going to hang down low with the down air right there. Rivers not letting him have that. Monkey flipping high instead, and actually recognizing that in center stage, able to get that grab. Wing ding him from the center of the stage on the way back out. Now it's definitely looking like it's Haven's game to lose at this point. But he keeps playing the way that he's doing, holding down center stage in this good way that he's doing. But the banana coming in clutch on the way back in. The bite. These players going tit for tat, back and forth right now, Gabe, right now. The forward smash going to do it. Rivers down, but not out. I don't know how much waft is charged. It sounds like it's been at least a full minute and a half at this point. So you know that yellow card is probably going to come on deck pretty soon.
This is the same scenario as the winners finals where Rivers was at 100+% and Haven down to his final stock. Will he able to close out? Not this time around. He does have waft that he can use at any point in time. Whether it's half or not is not even needed because he pays homage to the Will Smith slap at the Oscars to secure the stock and take the game. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Keep Waluigi's name out of your mouth! Dude, come on. At the very least, it was actually really good, like matchup knowledge and situational awareness. I mentioned before, Diddy loves to monkey flip out of disadvantage. Wario has that quick low lag kill move in F tilt. I'm just going to run back center stage and do it right here. And already looking better than he did before. He did take a game off Rivers this time around. As I believe, it wasn't at a 3-0 in Winners Finals, or was it 3-1? Okay, no, it was 3-0. Thank you. I'm not 90% sure it was 3-0. I just had to be sure.
It's funny, like I mentioned, that Town City stage pick was the perfect one, especially because he switched to Wario, because he had the win in Winners Finals to at least bring it to a 3-1, 3-2, maybe even win the whole thing. But he just the lead just slipped out of his hands. This time around, Haven is playing a lot more serious, a lot more secure in his play style, and I think he's slowly but surely figuring out how to download Rivers.
Oh my god, that banana placement was crazy. He actually threw it and it tripped off of him, but it was only the first throw of the banana. And as we all know, you get 2 when Diddy throws his bananas, right? And as a result, the banana landed right exactly where neutral get-up spot was, and he neutral get-up back into it, and he tripped off of it after tripping off of it just from getting hit by it raw. That was really, really good tech chase banana toss on the part of Rivers. It was really, really smart placement.
All right, off stage is Haven, though. Has to be very careful. We'll get the banana back on hand is Rivers. Good execution getting him off stage. This could be huge right now for Rivers.
Nice.
I know I'm a Mario fan, but I forget what this theme is from.
This is the boss music from Mario 2 when you fight Birdo. Yeah, the end, pretty much like the end of most of the levels, except for like the normal boss music when you fight Wart and stuff like that. That was really good play on the banana right there, though. I mean, he basically just waited a second to throw it while Wario had the bite out on lock. And if he stayed there, yeah, he would have eaten it, but he didn't want to hold it there because he would have gotten hit by the lag of it regardless. Like, yeah, you would have gained like some health back from it, but then what is Diddy going to do? He's just going to run in and grab you for it. I mean, it's pretty low lag, but at the end of the day, so is that grab, so...
It's interesting, too, because Haven's opting to go for the chomp to get that 0.5. I don't know. I don't know how much it heals. I just know it doesn't heal much. He'd rather chomp it and just eat it instead of just playing around with it, trying to see if he can get something going with it. So I think that's an interesting tactic.
Yeah, but in the CQC, it's way too dangerous. Like, you have to be like a set distance away from Diddy to ensure it's safe. Otherwise, he's just going to run up and hit you for it. Or even F-tilt you for it at the end of the day. Assuming Diddy can do that. I'm not 100% positive. Either way, that situation was then. This is now. We got Diddy actually low profiling the banana right there with the A landing of the forward air right there. Not even necessarily an A landing because it's not like it has no lag. The point is it did shift Diddy's hurt box to be able to get away from the banana. not letting him use his own tool back at him, running back out in full space right there, recognizing that Diddy and Rivers ran out of stage. There's that down tilt to the forward air, though. Regaining stage control once again with Banana, but throwing that Banana away, trying to keep the pressure on Haven this time around.
All right.
Oh, that pop gun did nothing.
Yeah, and just barely stuffing out and jumping right over the peanut was Haven, but still 161%. Gonna be able to get the hit, but he's still going to lose the stock as he gets tripped into the Banana into up tilt. All right, still with Waft in hand, though. This is still practically an even game.
All right. Center stage on the part of Rivers this time around. No ledge traps because he's not off the ledge right here, but the Waft is on deck, and you know Rivers does not want this game to reset. Haven has a lot of ground to make up if he wants any chance at saving this Waft for the final stock. Because there's only, or actually say that though, he's actually already tacking it up to 82, a lot less ground off of these tiny neutral air strings right now. So now it's still definitely looking like Rivers' game to lose, but it's still a mountain to climb.
No, yeah, it's definitely still a mountain to climb, and great stuff right there great awareness from Rivers right there, just avoiding getting chomped right there. Tacking on damage, slowly but surely, 70% already tacked up, and he has a chance to take the game. Gets Wario out the bike, no jump, has to rely on the Waft to even make it back, but because there is a bit of lag in the animation, just set himself up perfectly to get spiked into the blast zone.
That was one of the best ways that could have played out for Rivers. Forcing him to use Waft like as a recovery option, so now you not only don't have to worry about it in neutral, but in a position where he was completely set to spike him for it. He already made him, it's such a good feeling, because, like, okay, he made him give up his win condition, right? And he didn't even have to, like, wait to, like, win neutral again to be able to take advantage of that win condition, or that lack of win condition. It was really, really smart on Rivers to be in that position for it and get him off stage in the way that he did. So, textbook, that's not even textbook. That's like, what is that, like, the book in, like, Harry Potter or whatever? The Half-Blood Prince. That's like the Half-Blood Prince's potion book, where, like, yeah, it's textbook, but it's because, like, it's a special textbook, but, like, there's, like, additional stuff at the end, because that's not something you see every day. And we have our potential final game of Scarlet Classic for you all right here. We're off to Town and City. Rivers does like this stage a lot, but you know Haven does as well. And this is where he won, actually, that last set. We got a lot of oohs and ahs coming out from the crowd. I don't know if y'all heard that, like off that combo from Wario right there. Again, looking like he needs to flip the W this time around.
Everything's just, okay, I don't know what that was, but everything's just kind of panning out for Haven right now in terms of the stage choice and just everything else. Just combos are being, oh my God, that's so unfortunate. He slipped. But everything is just like, you know, everything just clicks on the stage for Haven, and it shows. He has the lead, but now has to worry about Rivers, who is slowly but surely brought this back to an even game.
All right, doing a wonderful job of getting off the ledge right there with the banana aggression. Still no stocks taken yet. That's not always the best thing when you're fighting against Wario. You think it's even, right? Oh my goodness, going aggressive with the monkey flip off the level. Tech on the part of Haven, though, not even needed on the part of Rivers. Actually going to take the first stock is Haven. He seems to like this stage, doesn't he, Gabe?
Oh, no, for sure. And it pays, it shows, not only because, you know, he chose it, but because he has the lead, and he just, it just clicks for Wario. I feel like this is a great Wario stage because you have a lot of room to work with, and you also have that side blast zone to kill off at early percentages as well.
And you live off the top a lot longer as well, as opposed to Diddy down tilt or banana up smash. You're going to live off that, and that's a part of Diddy's win condition as well that you're taking away from him on this stage. But it doesn't matter. You're not going to be taking it away at that percent, my friend. Like high blast zone or not, 167 after the hit, you're going to die there, my friend.
All right, but with banana in hand, this could be huge for Rivers, who we already know when you're at 0% and Rivers has a banana in hand, he is so clean with the combo setups. You see right there, quick 24, and he's just trying to find a way to extend it even more. That's why you continuously see the banana get pulled out frame one the moment that it disappears. And now he has the lead.
Yeah, and already lapping in percent this time around, but the Waft is on deck this time around. We have not seen it utilized yet.
God.
Trying to Z-drop, but the bike actually eating it right there and going a little bit too ham with the Waft, letting it rip but the bike actually going to stuff out the monkey flip as well. Back-to-back hits, back-to-back big hits between these two players right now. What is potentially our final game of the night. We got a little bit quick DBZ moment right there, but it's going to pan out in the favor of Diddy as he gets Banana back on deck. Haven shielding it, wanting absolutely nothing to do with that, but letting him whip out another banana again, Gabe.
Yeah, no, like I said, there's really not much to do. Although you have all the space to run around and, you know, pull out bike and just play around and get that waft, you're also giving the space to Diddy Kong where they can just pull out the banana at any point in time. They can play with the peanuts. They can play with anything they want because now they have that space to just pull it out. But now, not an even game yet, but 132%, and Haven not taking any damage up until that barrel giving them 6%.
All right. Well, committing with the dash attack right there, and Haven actually dropping shield in the middle of it, letting him go. Potentially probably because he thought that he was going to cross him up with that dash attack, and he would have to F-tilt him in on the other side instead of grabbing him. That dash attack actually going to kill off the top right here. Yeah, damn. I mean, that move has pretty strong knockback regardless, but still, on Town and City, off the top, in front of this whole venue?
It's even more because, like, he tripped on the banana, and Rivers went straight for the barrel explosion so he could hit Haven, and Haven did not get hit whatsoever. So that was just a downfall for Rivers in that scenario. However, it doesn't even seem to phase him. Already 55% of extra credit, and I'm pretty sure we're in half waft scenario right now for Haven. So he has to be very wary of how he uses it, or at least live a little longer right now if he wants to have that full waft in hand.
Might be time to start playing a little lame, my friend. If you want to hang back, get that waft and get those confirms instead. Or if you feel like fighting Diddy up close, especially if Diddy is poised and practiced as Rivers, I don't know, man. This might be a little bit more risk than reward if you're on par with this Elf and Wario right now. But just as I say that, there's not enough waft on deck. There's not too much to worry about there. It's just going to be damage. If anything, now it might be a little bit harder for him to get the waft confirmed out of other situations.
There it is.
Now he's got it instead, so now he might need like a raw up tilt or just a raw up air or something. Oh, boy.
You don't want to play at the corner right now if you're Rivers, though. So, like, keeping that center stage is really important. And
he almost got caught in the lag of the banana.
God.
He actually threw the banana out.
Yeah.
He tried to do the down B while the banana was still in play. Oh, no.
Back air's not going to be enough to take the stock. Playing around with the bike. Like, this is mine now. Oh, you saw, he pulled the erupt. He tried to erupt it, but oh my God. Unfortunate. So he pulled the waft. I saw the light flash before the screen, but Rivers immediately just went for the back throw. Just grabbed and said, no, it's not this time.
He baited it.
He baited, yeah.
He threw the bike up and created a no-fly zone for him to roll, and as a result, just started pushing F-tilt over and over again in front. And as a result, he conditioned him to roll because that was would be the safest option at the time, or Rivers would so have Haven thought. And as a result, he's just able to get that grab off of it at a high enough percent where it's going to kill. And that is going to be Scarlet Classic. Rivers is your champion. Taking it over Haven. Another hometown hero scenario right here. Defending the house from New York, I suppose. But all in all, we're all tri-state. We're all having fun together. And it's been a hell of a tournament seeing Haven come up this far. It's always great seeing him do well. That situation was insane, by the way. And again, I feel like an old head, like, you know, just watching, like, you know, the players I admired growing up succeed again. You know, watching Rivers and Haven in grand finals here at Scarlet Classic, it feels trippy for me. It really does. So it's been an honor to be able to cast that top 8 for you. But we'll take a look at more of these resets going in. Lingering hitbox of the bike once again. It's,
damn.
Pure resource management right there. He forced him to burn it. And it's just the worst spot he possibly could have.
Maybe it is the bike.
Let's take a look at this again, though. Hang on. F-tilt, F-tilt. Oh, you're going to roll.
Yeah.
Just pure baiting. Did he mashed Waff immediately there?
He did.
Wow.
He tried to let it go. Not only because he wanted to, it's mainly because even if Rivers didn't run directly towards him, he does have that bike to extend the hitbox of the waft as well. So if Rivers decided to go in at the wrong time, that could have been lights out for him, and we could have probably had a game 5, but that's not how the story goes sometimes. Old guards, I guess there is the bias of us being older heads in the community.
No,
so
old dogs new tricks, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Old guards taking over grand finals is pretty good sight to see. I know the new guards are, you know, probably tweeting we're still better, but
they're coming up, my friend. We saw how Webb did today.
Webb is on the rise, and he is just going to continue rising.
He's only going to get better. It's today Jersey, tomorrow the world.
And speaking of Jersey and the world, there's a lot of events happening, and this is one event that you want to be ready for. new No Pause Tournament's very own Supercharge with a $300 pop bonus. Starts June 10th, 2023. There's going to be some singles, squad strikes, and if you're an O-Tour to a 2-Tour kind of player, redemption bracket for y'all. And if you haven't done so yet, register as soon as possible because the cap it does end at 128. No Pause Tournaments has been hosting a lot of great tournaments. This is just another one that will be held in the PA area for all of Tri-State and the surrounding areas to be at.
And in case that ain't enough Smash Ultimate action for you, we got Fusion hosted by the wonderful people here at Collision Smash right on this very Twitch channel at Collision Series TV. You can also follow them on Twitter if you want to support them even more at Collision Smash. We have Fusion every single Monday at the beautiful River City Arcade in beautiful Rahway, New Jersey, 1527 Main Street every Monday. We got a singles bracket, rotating buster bracket, side bracket, as well as certain other games and all this sorts of great stuff for you guys over there. Pop out to Fusion if you're in the area. We got plenty of arcade activities for you.
And during the week, if you can't make it out to a Monday because work sucks, hey, I know Wednesdays are pretty hard as well, but Xeno Weeklies happen every single Wednesday around the New York area in 21 Littlehouse Street in New York, New York. And this is the reason you want to go. Not only are you going to get the best players, you're also going to get the best production with the best commentators and the best people around, and TOs and all that good stuff from the house of 3K's very own stream. That is the place to be, and that is a place to go to get the best of New York's action.
Hashtag free house. But hey, Rutgers Esports presents Scarlet Classic 8. It just wrapped up. But if you want to check out more info on what the wonderful Rutgers people have to do, there's a huge esports scene here. We passed the esports cafe on the way in that they have right at the beginning of the Bush Student Hall right over there, or the Bush Student Center. So if you want to check out everything that they have to offer, definitely hit them up. We got an all-day stream at twitch.tv/Rutgers Esports and even PC free play provided by the Esports Center that they have. Artist Alley giveaways right here at the Bush Student Center. Scan that QR code in the bottom left corner for more information about Rutgers Esports. And that is going to do it for us. I wanted to wear as much Scarlet today as I possibly could. That's why I'm wearing my Scarlet shades, my Scarlet shirt. And it's just such a beautiful color and a beautiful word. So that's going to do it for us. We hope you enjoyed. Feel free to give us follows on our Twitter below. You can follow me at Nintunis. If you want to do me a solid, I have a podcast that I post every single week. You can go ahead and follow that at Double D Pod on Twitter, as well as listen to the Double D Experience wherever you get your podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Comedy podcast I do with my boy Dennis every single week at Friday at noon. I have esports personalities on it. I have YouTubers as guests. I'm going to have this guy on the show at some point. I still don't know when. Yeah. We have to talk about that later. But follow me there. And follow Gabe as well.
No, for sure. Don't have really much to offer. Just follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so yet.
For the dank and SpongeBob memes.
Yeah, for the dank and SpongeBob memes. But aside from that, not really much for me to be said. If you got any tournaments being hosted and you need some commentators, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to him if we're available. We definitely would like to make that trip for y'all.
Breaking Bob is here for you.
Breaking Bob is definitely here for you. But we won't be here for very long because now it's time to wrap up. Scarlet Classic number 8 has been a pleasure. It's been a great time. And doing this, I mean, love doing this with you, man. And I know there's going to be a lot more to come.
Good job, partner.
And with that being said, guys, now you can finally touch that fire stick. You can let go. Do whatever it is you got to do. You can let go now.
Okay.
It's okay to let go. Do whatever it is you have to do because now that is the end of us. But catch any other Smash streams going on. I know Xanadu 500 is happening.
Yes.
Tune into that. That is something to be seen. I'm looking at the bracket right now, and it's pretty crazy. So,
yeah, they're playing the outro music. We gotta go. We're done. Thank you all so much for watching. We love you. We'll see you soon.